Hey, beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. Are you ready to unlock the mysteries of love for the week ahead? Whether you're looking for new love, deepening a current connection, or healing from past relationships, this reading will give you powerful insights and guidance to navigate your love journey. So today's readings are all about tapping into energies that surround your heart this week. We'll explore your current love energy, potential challenges, what's coming next, and how to manifest the love you desire. Plus, I have lots of affirmations that are showing here, and they will help you align with your most powerful loving self. And trust me, you don't want to miss these. Also, here's the best part. These are timeless readings, which means you're here for a reason. And if you found this video, the universe has a message for you. And stay until the end for your affirmation and final messages and a few random readings I will do for you. So come on, join me, chat, message, and make some comments below, because if you are one of my loyal fans who have been joining me, I will certainly do a reading for you. All right, so don't forget to check your sun sign, your moon sign, rising sign, and Venus. Venus goes retrograde within a week, and Mars is coming out of retrograde next week. So see lots of activity and action. So Mars represents masculine, Venus represents feminine. So everybody look for lots of activity or fall back, all for you. So don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, get everybody involved, and this way you'll never miss any of my readings. I am back. I was sick for a week, and then I worked for a week on re-editing a bunch of meditations, and unfortunately YouTube decided to provoke my privileges, and so that cut off my meditation that sounded really amazing, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm really hoping that they said that I could probably try to get it fixed in about 30 days. So we'll see how that goes. Let me see. I'm just gonna put our chat, my chat back on. There. And this way I'll be able to say hi. And we can start certainly with the divine we'll do a collective. We'll do a collective reading. And so I'm going to warn you, I'm going to get nosy. All right. We're going to really get deep inside and check things out. I hope with me being away for a week didn't really lose all of you, and I hope that you come and join my support in my group, because I kind of miss you. All right, so let's get started. And if you like my new format, leave a comment below. If you leave the comments in the chat, and I don't have control and able to save my chat because the YouTube thing is all messed up, just trust me, I can't see your comments all the time. So let's get started. Let's do collective. Collective is anybody who is watching this stream. You could be anyone, whether you are part of the Twin Flame community or part of my community. But if you like and subscribe, obviously I'm going to tap into your energy. And so let's get started and see what I have for you, everybody. All right. I should go and listen to this and make sure everything is sounding great. Yeah, I think everything is pretty great. Let me know if the volume is too high. I didn't put my earphones on. I can't hear. So your energy. I got my other camera here. So your energy, collective, your energy, and your person, because usually these are relationship readings, but you regarding whoever's on your mind. I'm seeing here that you got the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups does not always mean a third person. That was just someone's way of reading those readings. You know, Three of Cups really has a lot to do with expansion. It has a lot to do with, you know, you and someone now growing, that you're now able to share a little bit more to the community. You're able to take that energy of you and another and now expand out to another party. And so sometimes when people use that as a third party, it's an interference, where Three of Cups usually is a happy, positive experience. It's not until the Four of Cups when we start to go and pull back a little bit. So the Three of Cups is still a positive experience. In fact, the Three of Cups is when we start including people in with your family, in with your friends, in allowing your person to be now well known in your community. And so this is really about where we are in the collective, is expansion on your relationship. And so their feelings about this, they think you're their person. This is a Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is really about it's about love, it's about expansion, it's about soulmates, it's about happy memories, it's about healing, it's about so they feel very much like you're their soul person. They feel that you are their person, right? So your feelings about this, well, your feelings about this, you're not so sure. You're a little confused. I'm seeing you. You're like, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel right now. So that makes sense. Here's Mars coming forward. Here's Venus going to start going in retrograde. So we're in the shadow area. So this makes so much sense, Divine Feminine. Because usually this is masculine and this is normally the feminine. And here, yeah, so you have, here we go. Here we go. When they want you, you kind of like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't know what I think, because you're pulling back your energy. You're like, I'm not sure. I don't really know what I'm thinking right now. You think I'm your person, but I'm starting to take a step back. Let's dig a little further, shall we? Shall we go a little further? Dropping my cards all over the place. All right, let's dig a little deeper. Just 1 second here. I'm just looking for I'm showing this is private. Well, that sucks. I'm just gonna share it. I'm gonna copy the link and share it all over the place. So let me see. Facebook peeps. Just give me a second here, everybody. And sorry for this delay, guys. All right, so oh my gracious, I'm so discouraged. I am sorry. I'm having a little situation where YouTube decided to take away all my privileges because I didn't post for a week. And I think it has something to do with, there may have been a link in my account that they're questioning whether or not it was a legit, or because I had a lot of suspicious activity on my account because I got a new computer. So there is a possibility. Oh yes, it's unlisted. Yeah, it's unlisted. Gracious. And I can't do anything from there. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, that fix it. I am so sorry. If I get a chance, I can edit that out. Just sorry about that, everybody. All right. And this was going so good. Alrighty, now we should have some activity. So I am showing here that yes, they see you as the soulmate. You're not sure. So let's dig a little deeper now, shall we? All right. Now it's funny, I did these readings last night and there's a big deck and I got the very exactly same cards when I did the collective last night. So the masculine has a fear that that they may cheat on you, or that there is some kind of fear that you're going to cheat on them, that they're going to cheat on you. There is something that is going on here about betrayal. And because of this fear, this seems to be interfering with whether or not this could be a relationship, because, you know, they have to open up their heart and learn how to trust that they're going to be safe and that they're going to be okay. And if they screw up, that they're not going to cause betrayal just as much as, you know, feel shame for them making a mistake. There is a fear of cheating that is going on here, and they feel a little much that that it's something that they may have done in the past and that they just can't let go. You have trauma. So whether this person has cheated on you in the past, or whether you've had somebody who cheated on you in the past, may be marrying each other here, because, you know, there is trauma that happens sometimes in a relationship that if you never really took the time to work it out, you'll bring it forward into your current relationship. And so these are, you know, they see you as a potential soulmate. They just don't know if they can come forward because they are scared that they're not going to live up to the standards that they have on themselves, because they really don't want to hurt you. And so because of the fact that you're not sure, it has a lot to do with this blockage because of this trauma that may be going on. And so it is really important for you to let yourself go through this process of healing that you need to be the best part of you. All right, so let's go a little further. So there's challenges and obstacles with this relationship, obviously. So let's look a little further. So the challenge and obstacle that I'm getting here is the world. All right, it's the world. And the world has a lot to do with, you know, this feels great. It feels amazing. This relationship just seems like maybe it is, you know, fulfilled all of its purposes. Maybe it's a completion of a cycle. Maybe this completion means that what was done needed to be done, and now what is now left to be done with each other. So there is a sense of belonging. You feel really loved. You feel really grateful. They feel really appreciative of you. But now what's more? You know, what is more that can come out of this? So the lesson to learn is that there are times in relationships where there is no expansion. There is no growth. You know, once is done, what is needing to be done? What further can be done? You know, if they came to help heal, and once you heal that aspect of you, what more can they do for you? So the advice from the universe is, you know, focus on what you have done. Focus on the efforts and how reliable and how dedicated and how responsible this person was to you. You know, this person shows up. You know, you have to recognize that this person shows up, and you have to recognize that they showed up when you needed them the most, and you showed up for them. Your personal growth is to understand, you know, this excitement and the anticipation, and the journey is not about the destination, but how much fun you have on this journey. You know, you had to learn to be not controlling. You had to learn to trust. You had to learn to be easygoing, which is really, you know, all you can do. Now, what is happening now in your situation? Well, I'm getting, you have a decision to make. You have a decision to make, most likely about your soulmate here. You know, which direction do I go in? Do I take this path? Do I take this path? And am I going to be okay with the decision I make? Because what I see coming up in the near future is expansion. You are going to see there is more desire to grow and expand. The thing is, are you going to grow and expand with this person, or are you going to grow and expand with someone else? Why is that important? Because that is where alignment really is important. Because if you choose to stay with someone who's going to hold you back, there's a part of you that's going to be displeased with yourself. In fact, in some ways, those are the things that you were really having a concern with your person, that they were moving on from you because they needed something else. In the future, little down the line, You've got the Seven of Swords upside down. You know, you'll be able to really be able to have those honest conversations. You'll be able to be authentic. You'll be able to be yourself. You don't have to go and put on a persona where you're always being who you want to be and how to say and do the things that you feel that you need to do and be. You know, down the line, you're going to know the truth. You may not know it now, but you will know it soon. But not yet. And that's the thing. Will the truth change your mind? Will the truth change how you feel about someone? And this really can make a big challenge or change in how we go about everything. So what needs to be released? What needs to be healed? Well, we've got here that there needs to be no more conflict. There needs to be a change in how you get along. And, you know, if it's constant chaos and conflict, it's not going to work out. How to be more aligned? You got to heal the pain. What is causing the pain? We're so much into pointing the finger to them, but really, how can we point the finger back to us? Now, that doesn't mean that they're not accountable for whatever is going on with them, but this is where we learn a lot more about our projections. You know, if you have unresolved issues with your father, you may project how they are behaving with you. And there's a possibility if their mother was suffocating and was demanding, they will provoke you. Because if you seem quite secure, they will provoke you so that you will start becoming suffocating and will portray the same type of energy as their mother, because of the fact is that was the first way they associate love. If I love you, I need you to behave the same way as my mom showed me love. And so that is why it's really confusing about what is you and really what is projection of the subconscious. And the subconscious, we don't even know what that is sometimes. So let's look at an outcome. And the outcome is Three of Coins. And the Three of Coins is, you know what? You're on the same page. You're both putting effort into this. You're both looking after each other's needs. You both want this equally. This is a really good reading for you, collective. Your shadow work, bitterness is understandable, but if it's not helpful and does not serve me, right? So that's the thing. Wherever you're upset and bitter, you know, we understand it. We get it. You're upset. Hey, Jessica, I'm so sorry. I wasn't on for a week and all of a sudden my YouTube went right crazy. Oh, I'm having a really good collective reading, so you may want to check it out. So bitterness is understandable, but if it's not helpful, it does not serve me. And so that is where we have to look at, where are we bitter? Where are we resentful? Where are we negative? And how do we project this on to our loved ones? Let's go in a little further now. So yes, I'm doing readings today too. So I just made that announcement earlier when I started this. We're doing live and I'm doing some readings, but I don't know how long they'll record because they might cut me off at 2 hours. So that's the thing, I have to limit them. So the time frame I'm getting is give it time, it's in the works. There is no time frame for you collective. We don't have a time, but if we give it a little space, it is in the works. You just need to be patient. I don't see the strength card here, but that's usually what it means. There's an unspoken truth that we have to look at. And this unspoken truth, collective, for you is, I feel abandoned by you and it's triggering my childhood traumas. See, it's going right back to your inner child. So inner child tends to be a lot of what we project to our person, our counterpart. And whatever healing we need, we'll usually see this reflected in our inner child. And so be self-aware with inner child healing. So have I noticed any patterns of self-sabotaging or self-destructive behavior in my life? Well, you know, if you're experiencing self-destructive behavior, sabotaging behavior in areas such as drinking, alcohol, gambling, you know, where are you destroying yourself has a lot to do with you neglecting yourself, as you know, whether you're doing it intentionally in relationships and money. You know, there is ways that we will sabotage ourselves. All right, and let's just do a little clarification. All right, before I wrap this one up. This looks really, really good. All right, I'm really liking this, everybody. I'm liking this collective. It's just like I want to stop here and say this is your reading for all of you. Jessica, you still here? So I'm seeing here that food. Okay. So you have here this collaboration between you and your person. It seems like it's all working out. You're on the same page. You're getting along. And so you have here the moon. And the moon has a lot to do with revelations. It has a lot to do with the changes in your perspective. You might get your aha moment. You've got 3 of fire, which has a lot to do with expansion, which I talked about expansion. And we've got the page of water, which is page of cups, has a lot to do with inner child healing. Has a lot to do with opening your emotions. They may be emotionally immature, but they're expanding, they're growing. They are allowing themselves to get their aha moments and allowing themselves to come to their own conclusions. You do not have to fix them. You do not have to do anything. You just have to allow them to be. Like I said, here you have trauma you've got to heal. They are afraid that they're going to cheat on you, or you are afraid they're going to cheat on you. So wherever it is, there is that betrayal. And so underneath the deck, this is really about imbalance in relationships. So if everything has been so imbalanced, this looks like it comes out to be more balanced. after this. All right, so I'm going to go and move on to Aries. This one is not edited. This is just a live stream. And the one I did last night was edited a little bit, so you didn't see me shuffling the cards. But, and I do have to watch my time because really limited to how much time. So I might have to break this video up in sections. But that's all right. We can do that. Can we handle it? You can just keep on coming out and looking for me. All right. So let's do Aries. By the way, I did my 12-set meditation and I uploaded it, and that's when YouTube decided to restrict me. And so it's only the first 2 hours, I think it was. And so it's only like 2.5 meditations on it. But oh my gosh, they sound amazing. So I decided to invest in some really good editing software, and I am so loving. I redid the whole meditations. I took 2 weeks doing it. So it sounds fantastic, but it looks like I'm going to have to upload them separately. I'm a little bummed out about it. Aries. Aries, you are the Emperor. This is Aries. You represent you. This is you. Aries is the Emperor. So here I am, and it's showing you as your energy. Like, this is amazing. Aries as you. And Aries is a leader. Aries is about structure. Aries is so your relationship really is about you, and Mars is going back to being forward motion. You're going to see a lot of forward motion starting next week. Now, how do they feel about this relationship, and how do you feel about this relationship? Well, right now they don't feel very loved. Aries, they feel a little bit like maybe you are not loving them like you used to. You feel like there's like a lot of action. It's just like you make a decision and lots of movement happen, and it went too fast. It went too fast for you, and they feel like you're rejecting them. But what it is you're like, slow down. Remember, Aries is going forward. Venus is now going backwards. And it used to be Aries was going backwards and Venus was going forward. So now it's like the poles are switching. And so the masculine is like pulling back and saying, yeah, what are you pulling back for? Do you not love me anymore? It's causing them to start questioning, you know, their heart. Starting to question, you know, Aries, what's going on here? And so let's go into this a little bit more. All right. It's because of the fact that I had, I think, links on one of my setups. So I had new software and install, and then this, and then it was just, I'm not going to go into it on public. All right. So what it's showing here is There's a mirror. All right. They are feeling unlovable because you are feeling unlovable. Even though you are going very fast, they are, so like, it's just like they're mirrors. All right. So you feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. But this is the thing. You're willing to take the risk. And they're questioning if this is worth the risk. And now, so you are needing to love yourself because they need to work on loving themselves. So you see where I'm going with this? It's a mirror. Here you are in your energy, and the two of you looks like you're mirroring each other. All right. So there's a lot going on here. And I'm all over the place. Have to mind that I'm really exhausted. I haven't slept in so long. All right, so your challenge is healing. This is the Tower, and this is recovery after the Tower. This is the recovery after things kind of went sideways. So they feel unlovable. They feel like, oh, this is too much of a risk for me. You're like, oh, everything just went, and moved so fast, and you feeling unlovable. And so here, this is the challenge. You need to recover. All right. There is a lesson here regarding who's unhappy and who's unhappy and who's projecting it. All right. Because if you are mirroring each other, one of you is unhappy and the other one is just sharing it. Instead of one who's happy making the other one feel happy, the one who is not happy is making the other one not happy. Advice from the universe. Listen, you need to get clear on who are you, who are they, and who's happy and who's not. Like just get your head straightened out here, because of the fact is, when you get emotional, you allow them to influence your emotions. If you get clear in your mind what is taking place, you can, pull away from the emotions, and you won't be mirroring so much, because this is exactly what's going on here. Personal growth. Focus on the abundance, focus on the positive, focus on what you look at, all the work that you put in. You're in receiving mode. Get in receiving mode. Figure out how to get what you want out of this in a positive way. Now, part in there that shouldn't be in there. Now, what's likely happening now for you is, here you are working hard. You're being very focused on what you're doing. And soon you're going to see where you are doing more than your share. And later on, you're going to see, yeah, this is not doing it for me. This is not completing me. This is not something that was to be resolved with me and you. In fact, I feel a little bit like I'm missing something. That unspoken truth that is coming up is a lot to do. I've got Empress, which is normally mother wound. So this is the unspoken truth, right? I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I'm a caged bird. So with the Empress here, this is telling me a lot to do with self-nurturing. When we're upset about something, we tend to find ways to self-nurture. If the mother seemed to be always solving all of the problems, they may be looking at you to always solve their problems. But because the mother never needed anything from the child, there was no way of knowing how you were going to get your needs met. So this has a lot to do with maybe the relationship they've had with their mother, because, it is a cycle that in the environment you grow up in is the environment of how you are always going to handle things. What needs to be released is, why is a relationship not working out? Why is things not working out? Why is things not like, why? Hi, Anne. Why is it that I'm always looking for a way to have a relationship work? You got to release the negative. You got to look at ways that the relationship is good. You got to look at the ways that relationship would benefit you. If you are focused on the positive, you are going to see that the relationship will turn more positive. It's just how metaphysically it works. How to be more aligned? The Lovers. Yeah, they're your person. This is your person. If this is your person, this is your soulmate. This is what you're here to do all of this for. You're here saying, oh, they don't love me. You're here saying, I don't feel lovable. And this is all having to do with the fact that you're not focusing your energy on the positive of why they are in your life in the first place. If you are not feeling that this person is your person, then why do you feel this is your person? And if you really truly feel like this is your person, then this is all about your manifesting. If you feel that you're unlovable, you will see them not love you because they are just energetically matching your energy. It's just how it works. So the outcome, stop pushing them away. Stop. I am lovable. I don't feel good. I don't feel like this is my love. I'm sorry, Aries. But if you feel that you are denying yourself something because you're not feeling worthy, if you do not feel that this is a match for you, you're going to see this is how it's going to echo. And Aries, if this is telling me, stop projecting onto someone who's showing up for you, because this is what alignment means. I mean, if they're mirroring you, yes, this is for Aries. If they are mirroring you, this is totally, hey God. If they are mirroring you, by the way, everybody, the collective reading was amazing. Oh, everybody should watch the collective reading. So Aries, if this is your person, if this is truly who you're meant to be with, then, you know, I'm seeing here that everything looks like it's closing out. It's slowly falling apart, all because of the environment that you were raised in. If you were told all the time you were unworthy, you are going to always look for somebody to validate you. And as long as everybody is going to seek validation, they're going to constantly be looking for someone outside of you. It's just how it works. This is called a block. And that block comes from past lives, or our home environment of how we seen what love is. And if we are allowing this to program us that we can't receive it, this is really what's going to be happening in our lives. So this is when we say seek within, look at our own energy, really look at your own work that you have to do. It has nothing to do with taking the blame. It has nothing to do with allowing someone to treat you badly. It has nothing to do with dating narcissistic, selfish individuals who are going to prey on you. It has nothing to do with this. This is saying each relationship you have, you're going to fall into a pattern, and those patterns are going to ask you to seek that validation Because if you're not getting that validation, you're going to look for that validation somewhere else. And if that person is not going to give you that validation, you'll look for it at work, you'll look for it and friends, you'll look for it for attention, you'll look for it wherever you can. And the reason is you're getting that validation from somewhere else or looking for it is because you never learned how to validate yourself. You never learned how to feel secure that you were providing enough. You never felt like you were enough. And because of that, you would constantly be looking for ways to fill that supply yourself. Now, let's look a little further here. Let's look a little further here, all right? All right. So we have here, you know, stop pushing people away. And you have a lot of resistance here because all your cards are upside down. A lot of resistance. So you get the Four of Cups, which is actually good to see it upside down because the Four of Cups has a lot to do with disconnect it from your emotions. And what this means when it's upside down like this is, you know what, maybe it's time for you to really look inside and see why you feel the way that you do. Four of Air. So you've got Four of Air, which is a lot to do with meditative, right? So it's like, and then you've got the Five of Air. And the Five of Air has a lot to do with mistakes. Five usually is something to do with karma. So it's like, look at really where, you know, take some time, do a little self-reflection. Look at yourself. Look at the ways that you may have been making a mistake here. Maybe there is a possibility that this person was just mirroring you. And if once you're putting love into yourself, respect yourself, see yourself worthy, this person will energetically match that too. Does that make sense? All right. So let's see what inner child healing and shadow work I get for you. This one jumped out and said, be self-aware. Notice any patterns of self-sabotage or self-destructive. All those cards, I got the exactly same cards as the collective. The same card as the collective. Oh my goodness, both cards are exactly the same cards as the collective. So you get the same rating as the collective this way. Bitterness is understandable, but it's not helpful and does not serve me. And have you noticed any self-sabotaging or destructive behavior? All right, so Aries, that is your reading for today. All right, I'm going to do Taurus. And, oh, I didn't give a timeline for Aries. Aries is probably going to say, huh? So there is a lot of activity happening here in February. In February for you, Aries. February is when you're going to see clarity and get the answers that you are looking for. Probably because you're going to check out those meditations. And so for everybody just joining my channel, I'm having a month delay in certain things. I just uploaded a wonderful 12 different meditations, but it's only showing 2 hours right now currently. So I'm going to follow it through with the other meditations. I just edited them for the past week. They're amazing. They came out so great. But right now, I don't know how to make it all stay on one place because I'm being restricted. I must have did something against community standards, and all I can think of is I didn't post for 2 weeks. I let down YouTube, not doing my job. That's all I can think. All right. So, Taurus. So what I'll do is, I'm not sure how long we've been on here yet. Okay, we're good for another hour, but then what's going to happen is the rest of the video may not show after a certain period of time, so I'll probably have to stop and start and do it continuing, fortunately. All right. Taurus, your energy. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands usually has a lot to do with energy, has a lot to do with fast moving, lots of changes. There's a lot of healing that's taken place. There is, it's like you're making some, it's like clarity is happening. It's like aha moments are happening. It's like Mars is now going forward. And when that happens, lots of energy. And so just like Aries, you've got Taurus here. Taurus is not a fire energy, but Taurus, for some reason, it seems like Mars is going to be moving forward with them because this is a nice fire energy. Now, what's going on with you guys? This is masculine, this is feminine. So the masculine, your person, is showing balance. You know what? They're feeling pretty good, you know, like I'm laid back, I'm okay, I'm good either way. I'm giving into it, but I'm taking too. So they're just kind of like, they're there, they're feeling a little bit, they're giving a little bit, they're nurturing a little bit, they're just doing enough, right? It's just a nice energy. But Taurus, it looks like you're liking the attention. You're liking the attention. It seems like you are receiving some acknowledgement for your efforts. You're finally in that energy of being able to receive some of that attention that you were like, maybe they start checking out your stories. Maybe there's a possibility that you notice that they're showing up on your Facebook. There's a possibility here, Taurus, that you've been doing a lot of hard work and now you're starting to get recognized for your hard efforts. You started posting the right content. I don't know, but it seems like, it looks like they're giving a little bit where it's not all about you. And so this is what I'm seeing, is that you're getting recognized for your efforts. But let's get a little nosy. All right, let's check in and see what's going on. See if we can get a little nosy, get steamy here. All right. Oh, might have to open up the door a little bit. All right, so Taurus, don't shoot the messenger. This is what I'm getting for you, all right? Your masculine is checking you out, but it's not because of endless love. They're attracted to you because of your seductive energy. All right, your Kundalini energy is creating some desire, and that's how the divine feminine calls them in. All right, so they're like, yeah, I don't love you, I just think you're hot. And you feel unattractive. You don't feel sexually captivating. So this is your problem. They wanna, there's that song playing in my head, but you feel unattractive. You feel that, you feel like you could probably give a little bit of a better package, right? So you don't feel sexy, Taurus. That's what it's saying here. So let's look at the challenge. Obviously, If they think you're hot, why body shame yourself? Because so here, your obstacle is you want love. You want devotion. You want endless love. You want, like, now I'm hearing the song of endless love in the back. But right here, I'm seeing that this is your challenge. Love starts somewhere else. The masculine, the feminine does not start in love. They start with attraction. They start with fire, spark, magnets. And then all of a sudden, the masculine sometimes got to pull away a little bit to feel that little, push and pull, a little bit of that elastic pulling them back. They really don't know what it is that captivates them. It's usually subconscious. It has a lot to do with things that wouldn't feel really sexy to them if we told them. So here you are. You want love. And right now, if this person is desiring you and checking you out online, and you're hiding yourself because you don't feel desirable, you don't want to flirt with them because you feel like somehow it's denying you of your morals and values because you want a relationship, it starts somewhere. So the lesson is, come on, be innocent. Don't be disciplining somebody, because it's like, when you are a child playing in the sandbox, something attracts a person, another child, to come and play with you. As we get older, it just turns into desire in another way. But it's the same thing. So really, this tells me, let go, let go and be a little free right here. Don't let shame bother you. Don't let rejection bother you. Don't let all those fears, you need to override it. Because right now, the only way that you're going to get past your challenge is be a little open. No, it's not Taurus wants sexy time. Their person wants sexy time. We're Taurus. So, yeah, loosen up a little bit. Just enjoy a little attention. It's okay. Advice from the universe? Let's see what the advice from the universe tells you. So the advice in the universe says 4 of coins upside down. I hope you can see these cards. So the advice from the universe is, don't be holding on to, like, come on, like, a little attention, let it go. You get attention from all sorts of people. It's okay. Don't be looking into it. Don't be overreacting to it. Don't be possessed about it. Don't be looking at, oh my gosh, he gives me a little attention, I'm going to get, now he's not going to look at me again. That's a universe telling you, let it go. Have some fun. Play in the sandbox. You see, your growth from this is, you don't have to make a decision. Just receive it. Just receive some attention. It's okay. There is nothing wrong with getting some attention. It may not be the type of attention you're comfortable with, but maybe there is something else going on there. All right? So let's look at that a little bit. What's going to be happening now with the energy of you and them? I did readings last night, and it was 2 a.m. I was so tired. You can really tell I was exhausted. So I'm trying to get back to my original self again and having fun with this again. So, Taurus, right now, you've got the Two of Wands upside down. And the Two of Wands upside down is really good because usually when you have the Two of Wands upside right, that's two people that is being like attracted to each other. And it can kind of, it has nothing to do with love. Let's just put it this way. Nothing to do with love. And so basically, they're paying attention to you. You're just not accepting that type of attention right now. You're just like, no. I think that is disgusting. You know, like whatever it is. Like somebody's got their eye on you, but it's not because they love you. They just think you're desirable. And so what's going to happen soon out of this? I am showing here that, listen, it's stressing you out. For some reason, there's a lot of stress here. So yes, it has a lot to do with you, how you see yourself, and you're stressed out now about it. And so you're not feeling really courageous. You're like shy and overwhelmed, and you don't feel really good about it. It's actually overwhelming you. And so in the near future, I know, right? My readings don't normally go this way. But in the future, I am seeing that you get kind of like, I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do. And it stresses you out, and you kind of close up your heart. All right? You shut down. And it's unfortunate because Taurus, it's all going to start somewhere. And so somebody wants you, likes you, and you know, here you are shutting down. Now, I'm seeing here that you don't want that type of attention. You're like, I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of this. And so let's look at the unspoken truth about this, okay? And it says here, I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. So it's just confirming the other card. It's like, look, I'm too busy. I am too busy. Don't bother me. I'm too busy. All right, Taurus. Look at you. You're so busy. Loosen up a little bit. All right. So what needs to be released? Oh, this should be interesting. What needs to be released? So the person that you think has enough of a standard for you. So you have high standards here, and you're like, I'm not going to flirt with anybody unless he's somebody that's going to show up and give me everything I want. I want only the person that's going to provide for me and love me and want to marry me. And you know what, Taurus? It's what's going on here. Like, let's go back to A, next is B, because it looks like you want to go from A to Z. And you know what? We all want to manifest the King of Pentacles. We all want the King of Pentacles. And you know what? You can manifest him, because I can. But you know what? This is the thing. When you manifest the King of Pentacles, who wants to go and provide for you and take you out to dinners and woo you and give you everything you got, if you're going to still feel like you're not good enough, why are you going to feel more good enough then? Because it's just going to actually encourage you to shame yourself more and start questioning your worth. Because if somebody who is not up to your standards doesn't seem to be good enough for you, then why is it you think somebody who's going to have extraordinary high standards is going to be good enough for you? This is a lot to do with the energy of that we are tending to always want. So when we tend to have this fantasy relationship in our head, it's called limerence. We tend to do this thing where superstars, rock stars, they are, we're their fan, right? So it's like fan type of relationships. And so we fantasize, we idealize them, and we want them to recognize us, but they can't see us in a crowd. And you know what? They'll give us a little, we would think that everything, oh my God, he signed my autograph. And you know what? This is the thing. I'm a rock star. And if you are a rock star, then you look for your match. You look for somebody who's going to go and walk the stage with you. But don't lower your standards to go and find somebody who's going to be beneath you. Absolutely not at all. But you know, how do you know the person if you don't give them a chance to get to know them? Like, how do you know the person if you're not going to allow yourself to even, you know, flirt a little bit? Yeah, the limerence, I suffered from limerence for a very long time until I was able to figure it out. And even so, with limerence, it actually affects you in many, many, many ways. It's crazy how it works out. But yeah, this is the thing. You got to release the rock star, because that's what's in your way. Your expectations of what is an ideal person. Your subconscious. No, let's do a different card for your subconscious. How to be more aligned? Well, you know, to be more aligned, looks like here that, you know, when I see the star upside down, it's kind of like you're reaching for the stars. And this is exactly how to be more aligned. Let go of limerence. Let go of high expectations. Let go of always hoping and seeking something that is not with you. This has a lot to do with this energy right here. And the outcome is the King of Cups upside down. And let's clarify this a little bit, but I'm going to tell you, the King of Cups upside down is somebody who was willing to love you, but you denied them. They were willing to love you, but you turned them down. You shut them down. You said, nope, nope. They were going to love you. You don't know where a relationship can go. I'm telling you, me and my person, it started out with some harmless flirting. And believe me, my person never thought it was going to go anywhere. Geez, I flipped this upside down. It's still upside down. All right. So your person, it's showing here, 2 of air, 2 of fire, King of fire. All right. So that has a lot to do with confirming. And what I had said here is, you know, they were willing. They were willing. So here, King of fire is the King of wands. King of wands has a lot to do. King of wands is usually about passion, stunted. 2 of fire has a lot to do with partnership and progress, but you both agreeing to do this together. And 2 of air is usually about confusion and avoidance. So it's like, no, you're quite clear. This is not a direction I want to go. And so because of it, they decided to back out too. And so timeline of when you're going to get some clarity and really understand what I'm telling you, or seeing this following through, or seeing this action happening. where they're going to try to flirt with you and this is happening. Have faith. Divine timing is at play. I guess I didn't want to tell you. All right. So that is... Taurus. Geminis. Let me see. What is our... Okay, we should be good. Oh my goodness, I looked at the clock. Is 1:11 is our timeline. I know it's 3:02, but I'm looking at how far we are on our reading because I would really have to cut it off at a certain time frame. I'm pretty sure. Should be watching this to make sure it's still going. All right, so Dawn, you still here? Jessica, is it showing online? I don't see it. Let me see. See if I can open it up through our group. Oh, the link won't work. The link didn't work on the group? Shoot. Oh, the link is working at, the link is working on, oh, I can tell now who's here. All right, I've got it up. Okay. Yeah, it could still say live, but here I've got the phone. Usually it won't let me open it up when I'm on live, but it let me do it. All right, Gemini, sorry about the little interference there. All right, so what I will do is Gemini, you and your person. What's going on with you? Right? What's going on with you, Gemini? Oh, it looks like some conflict going on with you two. All right. Looks like one of you wants to win or disconnected, or there's just conflict. There's just something's going on. It looks like an argument. And you know, they made a decision, is like up, and they're just gone. Like, it just seems like everything happened so fast. And with you, it's like, yeah, I took my guard down. So you took your guard down and everything just blew up. All right. Looks like everything happened really fast. And so let's go and tap into this just a little further. Actually, Jessica, I think you might be the only one here because I only see one online right now. All right, let's look into this a little bit further. I'm seeing here staying stuck. So So the person here, lots of energy. It just seems like once you took your guard down, it's just something that they're stuck in. It's kind of like, oh, isn't that funny? It's just showing, oh, it's showing now you're both there. I don't know why that shows like this. All right, so here it's showing that this is just energy and it happens really fast. You take your guard down and all of a sudden, boom. And so they're stuck in this energy. It's old energy. It just keeps on coming up. Every single time you take your guard down, there it is. Boom. And for you, it just seems like you take your guard down, you're giving so much and you're just depleted. You're like, yeah, I am tired of giving endlessly to this empty pit. And so this is your problem, Gemini. You are in a situation where you're taking your guard down and you just feel like you need something to, you know, give to you a little bit. You're just feeling an endless depletion happening here. And so you took your guard down because you thought, oh, you know, I'll give endlessly to this, and it didn't work out. And so once you took your guard down, boom, there she goes. And so this is your challenge, Gemini. Your challenge is how to get over this, how to get past this, how to grow, how to expand from this, how to look ahead in a positive way, because right now this doesn't look really great. You know, here you give a lot, you're a giver, you put your guard down, all of this just like explodes in your face again, and you're like, okay, how can I get past this? How can I make this good? All right, how can I make something out of this? Your lesson here was not everybody is going to expand. Not everybody is here to continue growing with you. Maybe this is about you seeing that everybody's not showing up to serve you. All right, maybe you had to serve them, and now that they've got their full, maybe this explosion happened. Maybe. But the lesson here is some people are going to pull you down. Some people are not going to be good for you. All right, they don't know how to heal. And so once you took your guard down, they're like, la la la, because maybe you're a healer and you're collecting all their stuff. It sounds pretty negative, but the thing is, look at the positive in everybody. But if you need to have a break and you take your guard down, you want somebody that you can feel safe with. You know, you're just gonna take on too much energy. And this may be something that has been happening subconsciously with you. So, advice from the universe. What do we have for advice for you, Gemini? Well, Gemini's got the Five of Wands upside down, which is a lot to do with you letting go of what is the conflict. You know what? If they want to fight over you needing to count your coupons every time you go for groceries, you need to get rid of them being around when you're counting your coupons. You need to get rid of whatever it is that's causing the conflict. You need to understand you shouldn't be walking around guarded. You shouldn't be walking around like a time bomb is ready to go off. And if this person is in trauma of some sort, they need to find other ways to release that and not on you, because it looks like this has something to do with them, not you. So your personal growth is get out of your head about it. Hi, Terry. It's been a while. So get out of your head about it. Don't be taking on their stuff. Don't be overthinking, thinking, oh, what did I do wrong here? No, it had nothing to do with you this time. This is their stuff. You need to be okay taking your guard down and being okay. All right. So right now you feel a little bit like, oh, I'm feeling resistant to giving my energy so much. You are also in the near future gonna go and let go a little bit of this energy. You are releasing. You are doing a lot of releasing here. Actually, it looks very much like right now you're doing a little bit of, you know, assessing where you're giving your energy to. In the near future, you are not going to be holding back. You're going to start releasing a lot of that negative energy and releasing those who are not serving you. And it looks like here in the future, you have the ability here to say, you know what? It's all good. Those who are in line with me can be aligned with me, but I don't have to make any decisions right now. And I don't have to make any decisions in the future. I'll let people make their own messes and walk right out that door. You'll be just not taking any accountability for other people's actions anymore. What needs to be released is thinking they're going to come and save you. They're going to come and be the knight in shining armor, and they're going to fix your problems. How to be more aligned is, you know what? You can be a little bit more healing the inner child. So you know what? Be pleasantly surprised when people show up and they give you gifts and they're kind and they're generous. Just enjoy that. Play a little bit. Have fun. Flirt a little bit. Don't be so serious about it. Because I'm showing here, it's time for you to not give to anybody who is not here for you. Like you need to start pulling your energy back. Yeah, it's here showing you need to start pulling your energy back. Let's look at a little bit of unspoken truth. I'm not sure I can meet your expectation. The pressure is too much for me. So do you feel that you are guarded because you're setting yourself up for expectations that you can't serve? Well, if they're not serving your expectations, so really, is this about expectation either way? So are you ready to not have expectations, go back to being childlike and innocent and having no expectations whatsoever? Just take things as in stride. And that's basically the recommendation, that how to be in alignment here. You know, don't be, you know, we don't see little kids paying out debts. We don't see little kids taking care of people's needs. We don't see little kids being the nurturing mother. We see little kids being nurtured. You need to get back into being the little kid so that you can feel loved and nurtured. That's basically what it means. Stop being so serious. Stop being the parent. Let's check out a little bit about this non-sharing energy of yours. Let's get noisy, shall we? So we've got 8 of Earth, we've got 9 of Earth, and we've got Ace of Earth. So what this is, it's about money. This is about money and manifestation. So Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and we've got 9 of Pentacles. Looks like here you are looking at your abundance, looking at your opportunities, but you are being very careful with where you're putting your money. And you are not. This is just clarifying this all over again. You are not giving out your money to anybody at all unless they earned it. In a nutshell. All right, let's look at a timeline here. Gemini, looks like you're really concerned about your money here. Coupons. Yeah. Timing is pushed back due to blockages. So it looks like they're blocking themselves out of this. So yeah, this is their energy saying they are timing is pushed back due to blockages. So until they can heal the reason that the money is so scarcity, because this is what it's coming down to. Money, there is more than enough money to be shared. No one can take your money because money is just an energy. All right. What time is it? All right, we're going to do Cancer. And then I will do one reading if I have time. And then what we'll have to do is shut down and start up again, unfortunately, because I'm scared that it may cut off after 2 hours. Since I lost my 15 years, I've had a YouTube channel and I've had all sorts of privileges. And now I've not got all my privileges. They not strike me, but kind of they got me grounded for a month. And I'm pretty sure it's because I did not post anything for a week. Because they basically told me I have to be like posting stuff. All right. Cancer. All right, Jessica, you're Cancer, aren't you? Anybody else a Cancer here? Where's all my Cancer people? I feel a little bit like I have to light this up. I don't know if it's because of that Gemini reading, but let's just do a little clearing. Are you as well, Cherry? Good for you. All right, just doing a little clearing here. Just doing a little clearing here. Move my plant so it doesn't die on me. All right. Anne and Dawn are Capricorns. So you're both Capricorns. All right. All right. Cancer. All right, Cancer. Your energy. Ooh, feeling a little unbalanced. Sorry, my fingers are too high. You're a little imbalanced. You feel a little bit like you're giving endlessly to something that's not given back. It's like a one-sided situation here. It feels a little bit like you're out of balance. You're out of alignment. How do they feel? Oh, well, if you really want to know, they feel a little bit like there's some adjustments that need to be done in order for them to come back. So the masculine is this side and the feminine is on this side. So the masculine is saying, you know what? I'm making some changes to my life so I can come back. I know I want this person. They recognize that they're preparing themselves to come back. They're getting themselves mentally in a situation, or physically or emotionally or spiritually in a situation where they can come back. And you are a little in your head about it. All right. So Cancer, especially because this is the divine feminine side. So here you are, they know they're preparing themselves to come back, but But yeah, you're kind of like, who now demanding, disciplining, you know, like you're like, so you need to chill a little bit, Cancer girls. You're a little authoritative right now. You're a little demanding, if that means anything. All right, so let's get out of that masculine energy and back into your divine feminine energy. Attract them as a magnet, not as a demanding authority. So the challenge, and we're going to go and we're going to dig a little further, but the challenge right now is, you know, they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. So you got to understand, they're the King of Wands upside down. Whatever it is that you have to work on, because they're not in their masculine energy. Probably because you are. They can't be in their masculine energy if you are. If you're in your masculine energy, they're going to just be a divine feminine, and all they're going to do is magnetize you. So let them get in their masculine energy, because right now it's showing that they're not. And you have to understand that the lesson you have to learn, I forgot to clarify you two a little bit, but here, the lesson that you have to learn is about surrendering. All right. You know, this is telling me that this is not about blockages. This is about you letting go of how you really need to understand how blockages happen. You create your own blockages, right? So we entrap ourselves energetically. And this is the thing, you gotta release how you are energetically entangled in this person. You are entangled into this situation right now. And so until you can untangle yourself from that, you don't see clarity, right? So let's dig a little deeper into this with both of you. Let's get the hidden messages for both of you, Cancer and your person. All right. So it looks like they have a fear of intimacy. So it's hard for them to experience vulnerability. They don't know how to, and so this is something, so usually this seems to be making sense, but it's over here. So this looks like this person has a fear of being vulnerable with you. And so because this person has a fear of being vulnerable with you, you're in this energy, it's masculine and being very authoritative. But yet, you know, they didn't really, you know, they just don't know, they're trying to come back to you. They're preparing themselves, but it's just that there's that fear of intimacy. With you, you've got too much. Look, you just put it all out there. You're telling others too much about yourself all at once. You know what? You're like dictating. This is what's happening. This is what is going on. It's too much. And so what is important for you to understand, you need that little mystery. You need to go and don't give them all the details. Don't overwhelm them with all sorts of information, because now they got to figure it all out. That's not their job. When remember, you like the fantasy in the head. So if you like the fantasy in the head, well, you're not giving them the ability to have a fantasy in their head. You're giving them all these details, and as long as you're giving them all the details, they don't got nothing to go on. All they think they have to do is respond to you, and then, well, they don't feel like, well, you're emasculating them. You're emasculating them. You are taking a grown man and literally cutting off his balls. And so he just doesn't know how to deal with that. So advice from the universe. Heal the pain. Whatever it is that's causing so much pain in you, you got to heal it. You know, there is a suffering that is happening, and it has nothing to do with this relationship. It has everything to do with wherever you're holding this pain on, and this pain is manifesting this disconnection, because as long as you are trying to control them and they can't deal with the vulnerability and the directions of where this is going, you know what? This really is all cycling about something else. And so right now you have to look at where this pain is coming from in the first place. So your personal growth is do the inner work. Where you need to be courageous is internally. You need to understand that when you can get your inner self, that courage and that growth inside, on the outside, everything will shift. So let's see. Let's get nosy, Cancer. What's going on with you? All right. So it looks like, oh my gosh, some healing is going to happen. Finally, after the tower has dropped, everything fell apart. Now you can start to recover. And so this is going on now. You're recovering. That's why they're considering coming back, right? They're considering coming back. This is preparing to come back from the dead. So they ghosted you, they're coming back, because this is what judgment is all about. They ghosted you, they disappeared, they were all, and they're like, oh my God, I gotta figure out how to come back now. I don't know how to do this. And so you soon, right now, it looks like you're recovering and it is healing, but soon you need to not be reaching outside of yourself, because this is about inner work. And as long as it's inner work, you need to focus on this energy inside yourself. Internally, this is where the adjustment. Don't let everybody tell you what to do, because this is where you are getting mixed up on. Your future? Boom. This is a new beginning. This is something that's going to start being able. This is something that you will have to go and grow together on. You know what? You're healing. Don't be sharing with the community. Don't be telling anybody what's going on. Don't be sharing anything. And then what you have to do is look at how you can nurture this and feed this as a divine feminine that you are, because you went from king to getting back in your energy, because this is where you should be. Obviously, as Jessica says, you're going to give him back his balls. I think you do, because now you're going to get into the divine feminine. And so let's look at that unspoken truth. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. Think about it. You know, at night, when everything seems silent, when there is nothing else to distract you, at the end of the day, that's where your heart lies. And as long as your heart lies there, that this is your person, why do you have to bully them to show up or dictate to them? Let them come. What needs to be released? The toxic energy between you two. So you know, that's making decisions, making plans. Oh, that don't feel right. Oh my goodness, there is a possibility. You know what? You need to understand that when you two make a decision to have a conversation, this is Two of Wands. This Wands is like, what can I get out of this right now? It is not about, it's not about what can we build upon together. This is not Pentacles and this is not Cups. This is Wands. And Wands really is about, let's hook up. Let's love bomb each other and then run off, right? So it's a little toxic energy there. And that is what you got to release. Releasing the chit chat that means nothing is what that means. How to be more aligned? Do you need to know the truth? Do you need to know the truth? Why does it matter? What does he feel? Does it matter who he loves? Does it really matter? Because whatever it is that seems to be in conflict with you two, he doesn't have to tell you. In fact, he doesn't have to tell anybody. Well, he runs off because he's vulnerable. He's probably avoiding attachment. He's probably used to a suffocating mother that demands so much. So I have no idea where I put it. Inner child work. I didn't get to your outcome yet. So the inner child work is to be more self-aware. What are your core values and beliefs? And do your actions align with them? This is really important for you to look at. What is your values and beliefs? What are your needs? And do you have actions that align with them? If you want a commitment, don't be flirting with somebody who's not going to give you one. Like, are you aligning with your own values? Listen to this. This is something for you to look at. And so your shadow work, sorry, I put these over here. I don't know why, because I can't really reach them. I could put them right there. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, this came up as a collective. And it came up for Aries. Bitterness is understandable, but it is not helpful and it does not serve you. So wherever you have things to vent about, it's not going to help you. So don't be venting to them either. Don't be venting negative stuff at all to anybody. It just doesn't serve anybody. So, outcome. You've got, don't be so working hard. Play. Have a little fun. Play. What does that mean? Well, think about it. When you're playing, you're not making it like being authoritative and dictating and making it work. Make this more fun. Like, you two build a sandcastle and it doesn't have to mean anything, but it would just give you a chance to spend some time together, right? What do I have here is the Seven of Earth. So this means awakening. And so this is awakening, Ace of Fire, and you've got the Seven of Earth. All right. So this says play a little bit. You know, you already know that you don't want anybody else. And you don't want to create any other opportunities for yourself right now. And so because of it, it was time for you to just be open and just see how things can go. If you just open up a little bit, be innocent, just play, flirt, you know, wink, wink, wink. Hi. And not mean anything don't be making this about you needing somebody to show up for you, because I'm not seeing that this person is in a position who can do that for you right now. You just had a major tower moment, and it looks like this is something that can grow into a really lovely energy, but it's going to take so the Empress is pregnant, so that means it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a while. It's not going to go fast. It's going to take nurturing and care and nourishment and food and happiness, and it's going to take a little while. That's all it means. Alrighty. I haven't been doing your affirmations. I have some too. Always wear an invisible crown. That's one of my favorites. Don't you see my crown? Okay, I'm actually in the wrong direction. See my crown? All right. What time is it? All right, so I can do one quick reading. And then what we'll do is we'll start up another live, or just prepared that this could shut down anytime, because I really don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do it until they shut it down, but I just don't want anybody to go looking for it later and they don't post it. Like, that's the thing, it may not save later. Because I uploaded my YouTube video and it's 9 hours long and it's only showing 2 hours. Because I'm being punished. Who wants to read first? I'll do one. All right, I had 5 people and now I have 4. I don't know who's here all. Cherry, Jess, Anne, Dawn. I don't know who else is here. Who else is not? Who wants a reading? Speak now. All right, Cherry got it in first. So we're going to do Cherry. Cherry's going to get first because she said hi first. All right. So Cherry's going to get the first reading. And then we're going to, like I said, we're going to do more. But Cherry, yes. Well, basically, I always like to see who's the first one who can ask. Well, Jessica, you're just being a Cancer, aren't you? Now, if you can only be that way with your person, right? You know, that's one thing about Cancers. You'll seem so kind, so nurturing, so loving, but with your person, you're a bit of a dictator. All right. Cherry, you're questioning. You're thinking this is not your person anymore. You're like, where's my person? Where's my soulmate? Where's the love of my life? I don't understand what is going on here. Why is it my... Yes, but Anne, you're next. You'll be getting the next reading, okay? So Cherry, are you still here with me, Cherry? So this is saying, I don't feel like this is my person. I don't feel very much like I'm in that type of relationship. Well, the masculine energy. All right. So if I was reading this, I'm going to say this. All right. I'm just putting these cards out here, Cherry. Don't shoot the messenger. Death, meaning the person is not existing right now, and you manifesting upside down. All right. What is it saying? This is saying, yeah, you're still waiting for them to show up. It's like they're dead. It's like, oh my God, they're not even alive. They're dead. But it's you manifesting. This is showing me that you are manifesting this. So, so listen, Cherry, you're like, look, you are like, oh, this is not my person. I don't know, where's my person? And you get the death card. And the death card means non-existent. And when I ask further information, I get, you have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. Oh my gosh. I love that for you, Cherry. I love that. You need that card so much because you know what? Of all the cards to clarify that, you're like, where's my soulmate? I don't feel like my soulmate is in my life. And they're like, you've got lots of soulmates. You don't have just one. You've got lots. But you've got the manifesting card upside down. And so you don't feel worthy. You deserve an amazing relationship. You need to believe you're worthy. You need to believe that you're desirable for one and that you are now ready to have one. Sorry, Cherry, I'm blowing your mind here today. You are the reason why you're single. Because if you had to go and accept meeting somebody, you would be like, oh no, I don't deserve this. I don't want, you know, you would sabotage it. You would question and sabotage it just like that. So let's go further into this, okay, shall we? Your challenge. Your challenge, you don't feel like you have enough knowledge. You feel like you don't know enough. The lesson to learn, that the one that you feel is going to be your knight in shining armor really is up to you. It's not them. You can make anybody your soulmate. I'm here talking to the camera like I'm talking to you, and I keep on noticing my face is going, leaving my circle. I gotta learn to sit over here a little bit. I keep on looking at the camera and talking to you. It's a habit. I'm so sorry. So this is usually your ideal romantic, and your ideal romantic is you. It's not them. You see, you don't need to be who they want you to be. When you manifest, you're going to manifest somebody who is perfect for you. You may have whatever shows up is based on your fears or your blockages or your whatever you need to do to heal. They're going to project all of that and show all of that. But when it comes to manifesting, it's much more simpler than what you realize. Manifesting is really always happening. This is a ball, and gravity makes it fall. That's how simple it is. There is nothing more than that, right? Manifesting is, I want a man in my life. Put it out there. And then I'm so thankful for a man to show up in my life. What do I need to do to have one? And whether that is meeting people, like I said, to a couple of readings, you got to start off with a mild flirtation. And if the person is not interested in you, they're not going to flirt back. So you got to start somewhere. And it doesn't happen that somebody's going to show up and be the man of your dreams. You got to make it. You got to make it become that. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of women in my groups who made a man to be king, and they were not deserving of anything. You make them. I'm telling you how many people I have coached over the years about twin flames. And really, when it comes deep down inside, the twin flame is really any person that you make your own energy align with. A lot more to it. A lot more into it. It's a lot more entanglement involved in that. But a soulmate, that's my thing. A soulmate is your person, and your person will show up when you're ready. Jessica, you're talking about me? No, I'm talking about all of us. My name is Get Your Soulmate and Dump the Rest. And you know why I call it that? Because we waste too much time on people, giving ourselves endlessly, wanting them to validate us, to show us we're worthy. And you know what? To get your soulmate and dump the rest means to be ready for them. Do a lot of the work on yourself, because when they come along, you don't want anybody else. You won't want anyone else. And they won't want anybody but you. And that is the truth. They will not want anybody but you. And when it happens, it's a wake-up call for you to see, oh my goodness, you are worthy. You are lovable. And you are you're a magnificent manifester. So Cherry, and there's a couple of others who I know is watching this, don't feel that your person is dead. Don't feel, oh, they don't exist. They do. They do. Energetically, you are not inviting them in. You're putting out an energy. Maybe they're going to make your life complicated. Maybe you don't feel worthy. Maybe there is something here that is preventing you, because I'm telling you, you go down to the grocery store and you ask 5 different guys for their phone number, do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, go down to the grocery store and just like, hi, how are you? You know, like, smile and wink at somebody. Like, you'd be crazy to see how fast things can happen so suddenly. All right, let's continue before we get cut off here. So now, okay, so right now you're not doing any of the work. All right, you're not even focused. You don't even know what to do. All right, later, oh look, looky, you got some talking action. Look at this. It might be a little toxic, but it looks like some heated discussion going on here. And you don't need to know. You don't need to know that they're your soulmate. You don't need to know that this is the love of your life. You don't need to know, because, oh my gosh, when you know it's a twin flame, all hell will break loose. It's not fun. So, but you don't need to know the truth. You know, you can just enjoy it, because that's really how it gets going. Don't be making plans to where this is going. Just don't look at long term. Just open up and flirt and just allow yourself to mingle a little bit. Of course, make sure they're cute. I only date cooties. I got some hotties. All right, sorry about that. What needs to be healed? What needs to be healed? The reason why they're not in your life. You are lovable. I'm going to tell you, you need to listen to my meditation. Cherry, you were one of the people I wanted you to listen to my new meditations that I was uploading last night. Oh my gosh, I spent 39 hours on it. It was so much work done to it, but oh my gosh. Anyway, won't even go there. How to be more aligned? Look how worthy you are. Look how much you are a rock star. You are the rock star. You're the rock star. Put yourself up on the pedestal. You're amazing. Look in the mirror. You're amazing. You're amazing. You are amazing. Outcome. It says, just, no strings attached. Just let things happen. And if one guy doesn't anything happen, that's all right. There's more where that come from. You got an opportunity coming to you, because this says you don't have many choices. Oh no, we're fixing that. We're fixing that. You think you have no choices. We're fixing that right now. Let me see. So, time frame? Cherry wants to know when this person's showing up in her life. She is ready. She is ready now. Cherry would like to know when this is happening. Listen, if this accidentally gets cut off, because we're at 2 hours and I think we're fine around now, but it's going to soon end. So I'm going to jump on and make a new one. Cherry wants to know the time frame for change in her opportunity for a person to show up in her life. September. Look for him in September. Meanwhile, you got some work to do. And you know what? This could change and be sooner once you get this energy in the right phase of where it should be. Like, once you start doing this work, things can happen very quickly. But you really have to believe in yourself. Life is not fair, and it is my responsibility to accept it and be okay with that. Stop accepting defeat. What you need to do is accept the fact that it wasn't easy for you. That's all. Not easy for you. You got to do a little bit more work. That's all. Yeah, I'm here for you, girl. Focus on what you can do and not what you can't. Is this not words for you to really work with right now? Focus on what you can do and not what you can't. I love this for you. Love this for you. Let's get a little bit of clarification. So they say, look, no strings attached. What's happening with no strings attached? Why are they saying don't hold on to anybody? Just play the field, they're saying. Play the field. Fire, a 5 of fire, because there's going to be competition. Play the field. You want to get the right person. 4 of fire. And you got the sun sign. Oh, the best card in the deck. All right. So here, the 4 and 5 of fire, there's a little competition. All right. There might be a little jealousy, a little competition here. Okay. And this is basically understandable, because when you go and start putting yourself up there, there's a whole lot of women who's doing the same thing as you. So you need to understand that Don't get yourself too attached, because this is what this is coming through. Lilith was like Adam and Eve. Lilith is actually Adam's twin flame. All right. And so Lilith ran off, and Lucifer was sent to go and retrieve her. And so because Lucifer fell in love with Lilith, Lucifer decided to disobey God and wanted to go and, you know, be with Lilith. And so Lilith had her own demons to fight. Now, because Lilith didn't go back with Adam, Adam had God produce a manifestation of Eve. And so none of us are destined to be alone, because if your person runs off, you can ask God for a replacement and one will show up. But the reason Lucifer was a fallen angel was because Lucifer disobeyed God. And instead of bringing Lilith back to Adam, who she belonged to, Lucifer decided, I want her for myself. And this is what's going to happen quite frequently. Very many times when we go into our life meeting people, we want everybody to be our person. But maybe your person is in alignment with someone else. So be okay where you are just taking your time and feeling things out and enjoying the ride, because your person is looking for you just as well. And someone else may be Jessica will find me. She's usually one of the first ones to find me. And what you can do is, I'm going to go back on. You go on to my page, go on my page, and under live, you will find me. Whenever you see my icon showing live, just go under live. You'll see me online. All right. So there you go, Cherry. That was a great message for you. I'm going to tell you, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I had to open up the door. It was so warm in here. My Kundalini energy has been crazy. So I really don't know if I should take the chance. This may not be recorded. So I can just do a couple of free reads, and then we could go and continue a little bit more. I just don't know if it would be recorded for you guys to check back a little later. That's the only thing, right? That's the only thing. And I can do you now. I'll take a chance. I just don't know if it's going to be recorded. It's still showing it's recording. I just don't know if it's going to post it. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll take a chance. All right. My timestamps are not updated, so be patient with me. I will update the timestamps a little later. I'll have to go through. And here we were doing mini reads, and I didn't switch my sign to mini reads. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'll do Anne. Everybody's going to think I did a long reading on Cancer. All right, I got a little dizzy. I don't know why. Money comes to me easily, money comes to me fast, and when money comes to me, it comes to last. Peace finds me easily, peace finds me fast, and peace comes to me to last. All right. And you feel like you have a decision to make. You're not sure the decision that you're making here, but it looks like I'm searching for some answers. I really don't know which direction to go in. You know, I really don't know, and it has a lot to do with your heart. And so you're looking at what is Angie they're showing there? What's going on there? Are you scared? So it's showing here that you're looking at options. There's options here for you, and you're not really sure what kind of options that you want for yourself. I felt that heavy energy off of you, by the way. That's why I had to open the door and everything. It was crazy. So the options, look, oh my gosh. Look, Anne, it's the same guy, and so they're saying, I don't want to have sex, and you're saying, oh, they don't want to love. So it just seems like you're looking here, and it's like your person doesn't desire you. There's some resistance to desiring you, and you are upset because you feel like your person doesn't love you. And so this is the thing that's going on here is, you know, you're more concerned about the emotional part, and this person is like, yeah, I don't care. It's really about sex, really, for them, right? They emotionally stunted anyway, because right now they don't care. You know what they would say? Oh, I'm not telling you who I care for. I may care for her a lot. Sex has nothing to do with what I care for. So really, you're questioning their love for you. Actually, they don't associate sex with love. That's how it works. They don't associate sex with love. Remember what I had said earlier to someone in one of their readings? I think it was Taurus, about flirting a little bit, and just, you know, there seems to be a little bit of that here. All right. So I went in a little deeper. I decided to ask a little bit more. So your person says, you know what? It's just too hard. It's just too hard. I don't know how to let things flow naturally. They're dopamine addict. So they like the intensity, the dopamine addiction. It's like intense. It's kind of like, I'm all in, but then I'm out. So it's like they're a love bomber and then out. And it's like, I'm in, but I got to get out, right? So it's just too much for them. They don't know how to allow themselves to put a little effort and, you know, to work on something. So they think it's just too hard. You don't express yourself very much. So you don't know how to express your emotions. And so it's basically you look to see how they feel to express your emotions for you. And so as long as you're hiding your emotions internally, you know, tell you the truth, how are they to connect with you? You know, if they don't recognize themselves in you, because if you're not telling them anything, you know, there's Jess, who says a lot and leaves no mystery, but then Anne, here you are, you're like, and nobody, you keep them guessing. You keep them guessing. Your challenge, how to get along. You know, your challenge is how to be on the same page. They want sex, you want love. Hello, welcome to relationship pool. This is what it is. Women want emotions. We want to cuddle. We want to feel. Men, they're like, I want sex. I'm out of here. And you know what? You're a hamburger to me. That's all you are, a hamburger. I can get a hamburger anywhere. I can get a hamburger at McDonald's. I can get a hamburger at Dairy Queen. And I can get a hamburger at Wendy's. And I can get a hamburger anywhere. But, and it's cheap. I don't have to go and pay $100 for a hamburger, take you to dinner, wine you, dine you, because, like, you know what? I can go and get one next door. Yes, stop telling me stuff because I don't want to know. I don't mean that sound harsh. I mean, don't confuse me. Don't influence me. That's it. Lesson here for you to learn. Lesson here is about dependency on another person, where you have to understand this usually comes up for limerence, and limerence is when we have unexpected, unrealistic expectations on a person. And so this has a lot to do with the typical man, the typical woman. And the typical man is designed to meet. That's it. The typical woman, we want to be nurtured, we want to be loved, we want to be hugged, we want to be cuddled, we want to be adored. We're emotionally designed, and the masculine is not. They just want to have sex. And they associate love with other things. So this is your lesson. It's really about how we're tied to our sexual urges, how we're tied to our obsessions, how we get fixated on certain things. Advice from the universe. They say, you know what? You got to lighten up. It's time for you to just explore some other options right now. Because you deserve this. You deserve emotional support. You deserve absolute 100% fulfillment. You're not going to get it from this person, because your person is on a dopamine rush, which means you're a burger. And a lot of men are just looking for wins. They're looking for achievements. They love the chase. And when they get it, it's like, oh, what's next? So in order, and that's avoidant attachment. So when you have an avoidant attachment, who chemically, it's not even just dopamine. There's a whole bunch of other chemicals involved. What they have to do is they need to feel like they're hitting their targets in order for them to keep on feeling like they're involved. And so, you know, want to go and have sex, it's like they don't know what else to achieve. They're like, oh, where's another burger? I don't know what to do. So you have to kind of give them opportunities of, you know what? First, they have to feel like, you know, like they want to pursue you. And if they feel, oh, it's too hard, well, you got to break it up in little pieces. You know, first maybe it's like some attention or some lovey-dovey stuff or whatever. Like, you just have to give them things. And even if you two come together, you know, you have to have goals to meet. Like, you're going to have sex, say, I want 3 of them. We're going to work together to get it, right? So, like, give them something to want to achieve. So your personal growth, you need to figure out how to get your fulfillment, your emotional needs met. So now, right now, you need to release the avoidant attachment. This is avoidant attachment card. This is avoidant attachment energy. This is somebody who's going to come in, love bomb you, take what they want and go. This is time for healing this. But soon, you are going to start understanding clarity. You're going to, oh my goodness, this all makes sense now. Oh, she had a lot there to say. Oh my goodness, it's all going to start sinking in. And you know what? You won't have to feel like you're being lied to. You won't have to feel like, you know, what kind of game are we playing here? You're gonna feel trusting. And there's a possibility there's someone from the past coming back. Someone is coming back to you. I see, as you have awakening here, there is a potential of a reconciliation. All right. So if this person's not coming back, I'm sorry. Guess what? It says it might be him, it might be somebody else, but definitely somebody's coming back. And you've got the Venus and Mercury retrograde, so that's probably going to bring them back. So what needs to be released? What needs to be released is, oh, I'm so close. No. This is always going to be ongoing. This is always going to be something that you need to accomplish. There's always you need to understand something. You know, it's, if they're breadcrumbing you, you need to start learning how to breadcrumb. You need to understand having these achievements, always making these achievements, being successes for you and them. How to be more aligned is find out why you are suffering. Why are you in a negative space? Why are you suffering? Because the outcome is you know, you feel like somebody doesn't love you and you're being disconnected. You're like, nobody is fun anymore. You know, you feel a little bit like, I don't have anything exciting to look for anymore. Well, that's why you need to create these little opportunities. You need to both work together towards these little prizes, whether it's first date, second date, third date, whether it is something that's coming up for you. Because what I am showing is there is a relationship for you. There is love coming for you. This is coming up for you. So we have to make sure that you're not disconnected all because of some pain. Because this is not what you're trying to achieve. You don't want this to be the end of the journey. You want it all because you are going to have it all with this person. All of it. There's going to be love. Love. All right. So let's get a little deeper in here. By January. I know. It seems like a year from now. But by January. By January. And that makes sense. Because this is long-term away. This is supposed to be, 6 to 12 months from now. So they're saying, it might be about a year. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. So somebody's coming back. If you want it to be him, it can be him. Hey, Tej. If you want it to be him, it could be him. It can be anybody that you've already been involved with. All you have to do is just do the work. Just do the work. All right. I'm debating, should I go and do the other signs, log off and go on to do the other signs? I'm scared that it's not going to post later on. All right. And I didn't record this. What is a yearboat? I just did, Tej, I just did some minis. I did it already for a couple people. And I'm not even very far into the readings. You missed out. I had a couple people already ask for them. And I did them. No, Tej, I'm doing signs right now. And I know that you were not on earlier, but I'm limited for time, how much time that I'm allowed to stream. And so you can get one later. I can go and I need to keep on popping in and out on my stream, meaning because it's not going to show it. It's not going to record it. So what I'm saying is, Tej, you just popped on and I understand you're asking for a reading, but I had a bunch of other people already ask, and it comes from, like they get addressed first. And I didn't even do Leo yet. All right. I'm gonna shut my door. Okay, Leo. After Leo, okay. Actually, I'm going to do Leo and then I'm going to do Virgo. Oh, maybe not. I'm wondering, I wonder where it would be cut off. I uploaded a video and they cut it off after 2 hours. So I'm just scared they're going to not do that. Can all of you guys... Yeah. Can all of you guys come back and join me? I'm going to go and basically sign this off and then do part 2. Would everybody be okay with that? Can everybody agree to do that? Anne, Tej, Jess, can you all come back? I have 6 of you in my chat. That's what I'm thinking. Can all 6 of you come in return? Help me out. I gotta up my I gotta get my, so because I didn't post any videos and because some people were like in and then out, it messed up all my stats and everything. I got in trouble. So they got me on restriction for a month. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to go and not have Leo showing. I'll edit that out soon. Yeah, of course. I'll do some more minis. All right. For anybody looking for Leo, I'm in part 2. All right. Anybody looking for Leo, we're in part 2. All right. Here, Cancer, trust your emotions. All right. It'll take me about 2 minutes. I'm going to grab some. Yeah, I know, right? I'm being disciplined. I'm being disciplined. All right. All right, guys, I love you all. Come look for me and like give me 2 minutes. I just got to set it up again. All right. We good with that? All right. All right. See you in part 2. Part 2.